Hello, I'm Suprita from Matryxsoft Tech. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate how to test Salesforce web application in Ascentialtest. Ascentialtest is an object-oriented testing tool with unique snapshot technology, which includes drag-and-drop features to create app objects, steps, tests, plans, suites, and test set. Firstly, I'm going to show you how Ascentialtest recognizes all the objects that make up the Salesforce application. Let's take a look at the snapshot. This is the snapshot of the login page that has been captured. The login page consists of number of elements like the username, the password, and the login button. In the left, you can find the elements section, which consists of all the elements that make up the application along with their attributes. Towards the right is the section where all the objects are defined by drag and drop, which is known as the app object repository. You can notice that I have already defined the objects of this page, but I'm going to show you how that was done. Firstly, drag and drop the parent object from the snapshot. Similarly, the required objects like the username, the password, and the login button shall be dragged from the snapshot. So this is how the app objects are recognized in Ascentialtest. Next, I'm going to show you how we can build steps in order to create a test. So to create a step, click on steps and say add automated step. So moving back to our app object repository, each of these objects have built-in methods. So when you click on the object, you can see a small panel below, which we call it as an action panel, which comprises of the built-in methods where we can generate actions of the objects to make up our steps. So let's take a look at how we can define a step to generate actions by selecting the appropriate built-in methods. Firstly, let's set active this particular page. Event and say set active, append it to your step. Next, we have the username. So let's set the value for the username and for the password as well. Finally, we have the login button. The operation that can be carried out for the login button is either navigate or click. So we shall append them as well. So now I'm not going to put any test data directly into the step because I want to be able to reuse it. If we had hard-coded the data, then we could only use the step for that particular username. Instead, I'll add the parameters. To do that, click on data and say add parameters and click on OK. Ascentialtest will generate parameters directly in the correct type of each field. Appropriate step name and description shall be provided. So that's how we generate reusable steps in Ascentialtest. Now let's take a look at test. A test is generally made up of reusable steps, and building a test in Ascential is just simple. All you have to do is simply drag and drop these reusable steps into your test. You can notice that I have already created a test case which includes the creation of new account and verifying them in a Salesforce application. So that's all we have to do in order to build a test. Now, I have created a test set from where we shall execute the test case. So say run test and click on OK. So the application is invoked and the URL is set. So now next it logs into the Salesforce application. So it clicks on the login button. The username and password shall be set. It is navigated to the home page of the Salesforce application. Now it tries to create a new account and the necessary details like the account information and the address information are entered. You can see how quickly these details are being entered. Now it saves the account details. Next, it verifies the account and it shall log out from the application. So the test case has been executed. You can notice a green tick mark which indicates the test case is passed. In order to view the test report, you can click on Result and say Generate Report. Click on Trace and say OK. So now the Ascentialtest has generated a report which consists of all the steps with their appropriate actions performed. Well, I hope this video was informative, and if you have any queries or information needed about the tool, you can contact support@matryxsoft.com. And for more details, do visit our website at www.matryxsoft.com. Thank you.